It is that time of the year again, football season. Do you know what that means? For Otis Bison volleyball players, that means nonstop talk about professional, college, high school, and even junior high football. Everyone is so mesmerized by football, they forget all about the other sport going on at the time. Volleyball. Volleyball being neglected is a huge problem at Otis Bison High School. The football team always receives more support, recognition, and respect than the volleyball team has ever received. Just a little bit of support can go a long way. If the volleyball team gained more support from the community, respect from the football team, and attention for how hard they work, they would potentially perform better, get louder, and gain more confidence in games. The Otis Bison community is not the biggest community in the area. Otis Bison is made up of 8 small towns, which with such small towns, you would think the community would not be all that great since there's not a lot of people. The community is actually really supportive. The only problem with the community is that they're not as supportive of volleyball as they are for football. Football is a great sport, don't get me wrong, and it's exciting to watch. But have you ever been to a volleyball game? Volleyball is loud and exciting. Having a crowd to cheer on the team makes it even louder in the gym, especially at home games. Here is a clip of a volleyball game that's going on with a boring crowd. As you noticed in the video, no one really got excited. But in this video, the crowd is going ballistic, and they're not even playing yet. I don't know about you, but I would rather have a crowd like that than the crowd I would have in the first video. According to Gamerisms.com, people who come to the volleyball games that do not even have a daughter playing is the best feeling ever. Statistics show that people who don't have a daughter that plays are just there to just be supportive and are a supportive kind of person. According to the Rush County paper, the Otis Bison volleyball team seems to play better with the home court advantage with the home crowd. After the lacrosse Otis Bison Invitational tournament that was at Otis Bison this year, you could tell how supportive the crowd really was. If the community comes out to support the volleyball team, it will pump the team up, knowing that there is a great crowd to impress and demonstrate the abilities the players have on the court. Friday night football has always been a big deal here at Otis, especially home games. Parents, students, people from the community, and even out-of-town people go to the football games just to support the football boys. According to ESPN magazine, football is the #1 favorited sport to watch. Even the volleyball team goes to the games to support those Bison Cougar football team. Even when the volleyball team has practice after school, they still show up to the games in hope that the boys will come to their morning volleyball tournament the next day. The volleyball team always shows support for the football boys. It would be amazing if the girls could get the same support back or even more respect, instead of the boys telling us how bad we are and untalented we are. It would be nice if they would say something like good luck or good game after we played really good. According to the Great Bend Tribune, The Otis Bison volleyball team dominated Jetmore with the support of the amazing crowd and the football boys cheering it loud and proud. If the guys just cared more and understood how far saying a good luck can go, gross, then maybe the volleyball team would feel more confident and better about themselves, both on and off the court. Volleyball is not just something a person does just because they can. No sport is easy. That is why, as a volleyball player, you must practice, practice, and practice. People usually say, oh well, volleyball is just easy. Just because of volleyball practice, you do not hit people, or you have to run up and down a field 100 times, does not mean it is easy. Have you ever tried jumping about 60 times in a row in hope that you do not roll an ankle, or even running out of breath? Have you ever tried diving on the ground with only knee pads on? Probably not. One thing about volleyball is that the players have to be mentally tough. They have to move on. In volleyball, if you get stuck in the moment, you're going to be stuck the rest of the whole game. People make mistakes. That's a big thing about volleyball. Mistakes will always happen. But you cannot let it keep you down. When someone makes a bad pass, you can't let it frustrate the team. If it does, some players play even worse, all because of that one little mistake break them down. After that, you never know what could happen. That could be the game. According to kidsworld.com, volleyball is a thinking game. You must know who the weakest player is on the team. On the other team. There is so much going on throughout the game at the same time that as a team, you have to know what's going on. This is not an easy task. If people start realizing how hard volleyball really is and how hard the players work, then maybe everyone will have more respect for the players and not say how easy it would be if they were volleyball players. A lot of people in the community have taken Otis Bison volleyball for granted. It has been that way for years. I can already tell that the volleyball team is going to go far this year by the way they're already playing. Imagine when they have full support from everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean the football boys, the kids in the high school, the community, and even the football parents. It would be crazy to see how big of an impact the positive support will make for them. This year, the team is turning the program around and will give everyone a reason to support the volleyball team, for the football boys to respect them, and to prove how hard they really do work.